let's preview this upcoming series a little bit. So obviously the Pirates swept the Marlins 4-0. They now go into DC. They play today. They're off tomorrow, and then play Wednesday and Thursday against the Nationals. I guess I just want to start off on this. The Nationals probably aren't any better than the Marlins. So that's a good thing. Now, as far as pitching goes, the Pirates are going to have, well, today it's Perez. Oh, no, today's Gonzales. They'll have Mitch Keller and Perez line up. So I guess like the more veteran pitchers will be pitching for the Pirates. We see how their offense is right now. The pitching isn't all that great for the we knew it wasn't good for the Marlins. It's not all that great for the Nationals either. So, Jim, what are you taking away from this series upcoming from this Pirates team?
Yeah, I mean, if anything, the Nationals are worse than the Marlins. I mean, I think the Nationals are neck and neck with the Rockies, probably better than the Rockies, but they are the clear second worst team in the National League. I think just looking at the roster top to bottom. They get Mackenzie Gore today. They get Trevor Williams on Wednesday, the National starter.
Oh, buddy pal, Trevor
Williams. And then Josiah Gray, the starter on Thursday, who Josiah Gray got really roughed up in his opening day outing. I feel like we haven't seen much of Mackenzie Gore. I'm trying to remember if we faced him at all. Obviously former top prospect. He shipped over to Washington. He wasn't part of the Soto trade. So big piece of that. Looking forward to kind of seeing what he looks like. But again, the Pirates have been able to really, really put it on some left-handed pitchers so far. I think we kind of looked at the 5 starting left-handers to begin the year, and we're like, that's no good, because that means, all of our strong side platoon guys have to sit. And so far, the offense has just smacked these guys around. So let's see if we can go to 5-0 against lefties. That would be pretty awesome. But yeah, I'm looking at this Nationals team. I'm looking at these pitchers. Like the Pirates should take 2 out of 3 this series. Like the Pirates are the better team, despite being on the road. They should be able to handle the Nationals. Again, it's a 3-game series, so anything could happen. But the Pirates are the better team. Like plain and simple. Better lineup. Better pitchers, better bullpen. They are the superior team here, which is nice to say for like clear cut. The Pirates are 100% better than the Nationals.
Yeah,
I know that.
I'm absolutely with you. And you talk about the Marlins, and it's like, yeah, on paper and before all the injuries, the Marlins were clearly better. Now the Marlins have been decimated with injuries, and their pitching staff definitely took a hit. But you're like also still correct. Like even with the hit and the players that are on the Marlins currently, still better, especially like looking at even the lineup. I mean, like there's still Jazz Chisholm. You saw Berger actually like tore up the Pirates series. Bell's there. But like with this team, like CJ Abrams, young prospect, some intrigue there. Jesse Winker, like he's a major leaguer. He's been around a little bit, but like he's a pretty competent major leaguer in a sense. Keibert Ruiz, Lane Thomas, like Joey Gallo's there. Now Joey Gallo's gonna do well for these pitchers. I think Mitch Keller might eat Joey Gallo alive a few times, which would be good because Mitch Keller getting back his confidence, like getting back from the start that he had in Miami and having a good start here, the Nationals could do pretty well for him. Not that he really needs it, right? I think he's in a good space anyways. He's a very good pitcher at this point. But this lineup could do him well, get him back on track. And then, yeah, like you look at the pitching side again, like this isn't the knock him, but like Trevor Williams is going to make his next start. It's not all that good. Now, it's funny is I'll say this. The Pirates are going to miss Patrick Corbin, but that's also probably pretty good because Patrick Corbin's pitched very well against the Pirates in recent years.
Yeah.
Ironically.
That's wild. Like he's been so bad here lately. But yeah, like missing Patrick Corbin this turnaround is a good thing for the Pirates because he just eats this team up for some reason. You mentioned, Gallo and Winker. The other thing too, the Pirates have going for them is they've got 2 lefties going this series. So you're probably missing Gallo and Winker and maybe even Rosario for a couple of these games. So instead of those guys, you're facing, Victor Robles, who, we've seen many years of Victor Robles. He's great defensively, but the dude can't hit really.
Right.
So, yeah, it's gonna be a fun series. I'm looking forward to it. I think the Pirates should handle these guys. Again, a sweep would be pretty awesome, but at least 2 out of 3 is certainly in the cards here. Marco Gonzales making his first start for the Pirates too. I'm looking forward to that because he did not look good this spring. Like, he was kind of the one guy out of those 4 starters, that we let's leave Falter out of this, but like Gonzalez didn't look good this spring. So like, how's he going to actually look in a real regular season game that counts? That'll be something I keep an eye on.
Yeah, very, very good there. Again, spring doesn't really truly matter, but he was like Martin Perez looked good, and he looked pretty good his start, in the majors for the Pirates the first time. So, right, it'll be kind of interesting. Like, who's the guy that comes out of spring with Marco Gonzales? Luckily, he doesn't have a major test in the Nationals to get him, ready. So there's part of that. But yeah, so I mean, we talked about the bullpen. The bullpen looks so good right now at this point in time. It'll be kind of interesting to see like the 3 pitchers going up, again, the 3 vets as well, handling this for the most sense younger-ish lineup with some vets in there. And yeah, like, talk about the pitching. Anthony Murphy said it. Gore and Gray are solid enough to give problems. I mean, they're young, talented arms, but again, we as Pirates fans have watched the team for so long. Enough about young, talented arms, right? A good veteran, good lineup come in and easily handle that. So yeah, I think those are 2 like I'm fearing the most in that sense. And again, Trevor Williams in the middle of there. We kind of know what Trevor Williams is as well. Very pedestrian. He's still a major league pitcher. He's on the Nationals this year now.
Barely.
But
he's clinging on. He's clinging on.
That's fair. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But right. So I think as well, like, this is kind of cool for the Pirates because they went to Miami, swept them, now going to the Nationals. I think, like you said, like there's certainly reasons to believe like they could easily go 2-3. So coming out of that to face the Orioles, potentially being like 6-1, be pretty huge.
I mean, that's what we're looking at. Yeah. If you take this series, you're 6-1 going into the Orioles, and then that's just a World Series preview at that point.
You're right. I forgot about that. In a packed PNC Park.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
I'm looking forward to actually facing some righties though too. I would like to get Jack Sawinski some bats. He was kind of my pick to be an all-star this year, and we haven't really gotten to see him a whole lot. So get Jack Sawinski some at-bats against some righties. Get Rowdy Tellez some at-bats against some righties. You saw just yesterday in the game, right? Against the starter, Rowdy went 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Righty comes in, boom, 3-run homer, right? So
right.
Let's get Rowdy some at bats against some people he can succeed against. Same with Jack. Yeah, kind of looking forward to maybe a more normal looking roster. Like, let's see O'Neal Cruz at leadoff instead of like that 6th in the order. So looking forward to that kind of stuff today. And
yeah, I'm with you. And then also, Kutch was out for 2 games, hoping maybe he comes and returns back to the lineup. And part of your over under you mentioned, which I didn't even realize, like he, I guess, rakes against the Nationals in Washington. So having him come back potentially today.
Yeah, career 981 OPS against the Nationals.
There you go.
For Andrew McCutchen. So yeah, number 300 coming this series.
We'll find out.
Could happen.
We'll find out.